Hi. It's been a few days so far. Not much on the medical front has been happening except the hair is starting to come in more and more. It's not long enough that I can say yay, but it's kind of short enough and fun enough that I can say it's still a pretty good homage to Lance. So there you go. But at least it doesn't look like the back of a guy's calf that hasn't shaved it for cycling season. Um, I still haven't gotten back on the bike, which is really bad. But I've just been caught up with work, things at the office. I'm putting on many different hats for the folks at the day job, so it's a little tough trying to get stuff together for the Rock the Ride and Run on April 29th. By the way, shameless plug. Rock the Ride and Run, benefiting Livestrong. Hold on. Sunday, April 29th at 8:30 a.m. at the Trinity Corner Shopping Center on Westchester Avenue in Pound Ridge. You can choose to ride 25 miles or run walk 5K. Register at this URL right here, tinyurl.com/rockride-and-run2012. That will take you to the active.com website. So don't forget to do this. Register because we really need your support. And we really want you to come out. And don't worry if you are nowhere near the Stamford, Connecticut, Poundridge, Bedford, Danbury, Ridgefield, South Salem area. Go to that URL and you'll see you can register as a virtual participant. So let's say you live in, oh, Dan, I'm talking to you, Jerusalem in Israel, and you want to help support the Rock the Ride and Run. Well, obviously you're not going to make it to Pound Ridge, but you can register as a virtual participant and just be sure to go out that day and walk and know that what you're doing it for. If you have some Livestrong stuff, put some Livestrong stuff on. Can't guarantee that if you're overseas you're going to get a t-shirt unless you are coming to the States anytime soon. But if you do register virtually and you are in the area, we can arrange for you to come and pick up your swag bag or goodies. You know, obviously, if supplies are such that we run out of swag bags, but we are trying to make sure everybody has enough t-shirts. If you do register and you still want your stuff, come and pick it up from me. We'll arrange that. But it's Rock the Ride and Run, Sunday, April 29th. The start time is actually going to be later, but we have a registration and packet pickup in the morning. So 8:30 you should be fine. Feel free to come earlier. 8:30 is the latest that we're asking you to get there. At Trinity Corner Shopping Center, Westchester Avenue. And again, you can register. It's a $36 registration fee. tinyurl.com/rockride-and-run2012. Other than the cost of t-shirts, which we're getting at a really fantastic rate thanks to one of our sponsors, Promo Queens, all the rest of the proceeds go to Livestrong. Last year we raised over $2,000 for Livestrong through the Rock the Ride and Run. We just really need people to turn out for this. I'll be honest, we aren't quite at the same numbers where we were last year. My goal is to hit 100 at least. If we can exceed 100, that's even better. We desperately need some ride leading assistance. We have 2 ride leaders already signed up, but the more ride leaders we have, the more likely we'll be able to add on the hill challenge. Unfortunately, through some cross wiring, there's another event that was scheduled that unfortunately some of our former ride leaders have to attend. So that's why we're in a little bit of a bind looking for a couple of those additional volunteers. Now, if you happen to be a member of Sound Cyclists and are participating in the event of which I'm speaking, you can also register yourselves as virtual participants. So you can do that event and still be rocking the ride. So just a little tidbit. But yeah, so we're very excited. We actually have a new sponsor on board this year, Spin Cycle. This is a fantastic studio in Pound Ridge, New York. They have very generously come on board as a significant sponsor of the event, and they've already put together a team. So make sure to keep an eye out for Team Spin Cycle and learn a little bit more about what they do. We also have Mark Boyland Real Estate on board as a sponsor. We've got the Traveling Bike Shop, which is a really cool business in Pound Ridge. And we have a whole bunch of other sponsors that I'll be talking about in future blogs as we lead up to this. So shout outs to all those guys, especially Spin Cycle. You guys are fantastic. Spin Cycle even referred another sponsor for an upcoming event. Promo Queens, thank you so much for working with us on the t-shirts. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anybody. I might be, and if I am, don't worry, I will make it up to you in the next one. Obviously, Pound Ridge Business Association and Pound Ridge Recreation, thanks again. But, you know, again, this event is only going to be really successful if we can get you out there on a bike, in your sneakers, walking through town. Bring your family. I mean, again, honestly, the walk itself, it's not that hard. Yes, it's 5K, but I promise you there are no crazy hills. It's a beautiful walk through a really lovely part of town. It's, you know, literally there's only a small stretch where you're even near traffic and not completely on a sidewalk or on a path. You get to walk, you know, through some really lovely wooded areas. You get to take a quick turnaround at the park. It's a really lovely day, and of course, the bike ride is going to be exciting too. So I encourage you and your friends to all come out. You know, again, the swag promises to be great. And I hope to see you all out there. So rock the ride and run on April 29th, Sunday. Go to that website. It was, again, tinyurl.com/rockride-and-run2012. Plug it in there. That takes you to our active.com website. We're trying not to do in-person registration because we want to make sure we have enough, you know, we're prepared. We're not far from the train station, so if you live in New York City, feel free to take the train to New Canaan. Hell, if you're a friend of mine, give me a call, and you know, maybe I can even arrange to pick you up or have you picked up. Certainly afterwards, I can give you a ride. And the cool thing about Pound Ridge is don't be put off because it's New York. It is convenient, of course, to South Salem and Lewisboro and Cross River and Mount Kisco and Bedford, but it is literally like a mile and a half from the border of New Canaan, Connecticut, just a couple of miles from the border of Stamford, Connecticut, easily accessible from Ridgefield and Danbury and all those other wonderful cities in Connecticut too. So come on out. It's going to be a great day. Thanks, and live strong.